Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the weekly update. Where am I at in my firm? It's going to be quick because it's Monday, August 18th. It's already 3:30 p.m., and I got to quit working around 4:30 p.m., and I do need to get a couple of tax returns, at least one or two, across the finish line today. But I wanted to kind of update this for myself to see kind of what the progress was last week and also give an update to you on what the progress was last week and where we're going this week. So let's jump into what happened last week. Completed returns. I did get another 13 1040s across the finish line last week. I had a good amount of open time to focus on finishing returns. So that was another 3% of my tax returns completed on the 1040 side. Business returns, another 4 across the finish line, pushing us to 77% complete. So overall, 13 and 4, 17 tax returns across the finish line last week. 4 business, 13 personal returns. So overall, pretty good week last week. In process, we're down to only 14 1040s that are available to be worked on at the moment and 7 business returns. So hopefully we can make some progress on that this week. And then we have waiting for information. We still got 35 1040s that we need information from in order to be able to work on and finish those up. Some of those we need that information to even be able to begin. 5 businesses in that same boat need information to be able to begin or continue working on. So 40 there, 21 there. Overall, that's not too bad for where we're at right now. Last week was pretty productive, as I was hoping. So yeah, we're in a decent spot, but the calendar isn't looking so great for available time to get these returns across the finish line. So I'm feeling like I'm going to be pretty tight on time. I feel like I'm going to be needing to be pretty efficient with my open time spots in my calendar. So looking at this week's calendar, today wasn't super great. I had to go to the kids' school this morning. Today was their first day back at school. We had a welcome back kind of ceremony party that was required for parents to be at. So I had to be at that from about 8 to 8:30, 8:45. Then my check engine light came on in my truck. So I had to take that into the dealer as soon as I left the school, get that dropped off, Uber back home. And yeah, hopefully that's covered under where it should be, covered under warranty. Actually, I'm still within 36,000 miles and 3 years on the truck, so that should be fully covered. It's also a known issue with those Chevy pickup trucks. So problem with that, though, is they need 5 to 7 business days to even run the diagnostic. So that kind of sucks because my wife is at work all day, every day now, and I don't have a car. But fortunately, I work from home, and I don't really need to go anywhere until later this week, when I probably still won't have my truck. My wife will be at work, so Friday morning I have to take the kids to the orthodontist. I'll probably have to Uber with the kids to the orthodontist. That'll be fun. So today, hopefully I'll have a little bit of time before I have to quit. I got to quit around 4:30 to 4:45 today, but I'll be able to get another tax return or two maybe across the finish line in the next hour if I wrap this video up quickly. Tomorrow, the morning is pretty open. I've got a touch point call with staff, 9:30 to 10, and other than that, I will be getting tax returns across the finish line. The afternoon will be 2 new client appointments between 1:30 and 3:30, and then a tax return review at 3:30 for a client who wanted to go through their finished tax return, and then a call at 4 with a tax return I'm trying to finish up, but have some follow-up questions from the client. Wednesday, not going to be able to get any tax returns finished and across the finish line that day. I decided to meet with all current clients going into 2026. A lot of clients I have upload their documents. I don't necessarily talk to them, don't get any face-to-face time with them. They're pretty straightforward returns. They drop their stuff off, they upload it to the portal. I do the return, they review it, they sign it, we file it. So I wanted to get some face time with clients, wanted to touch base with them. I mean, I got into this because I wanted to help people, and I want to do that with relationship too. I don't just want to be someone that is behind the scenes, but I like to have relationship there. So that's a big piece of this returning client appointment, is to get face-to-face with clients, talk to them, how things going, what do you need, what do you have questions about, what are you enjoying? Also, another piece of that conversation, these are just quick 30-minute conversations. So, quick touch point, what's different this year versus last year, so that I can price your work for the upcoming 2026 calendar year, which I normally do in a returning client survey, but this time I'm doing it with the phone call or a Zoom call, video call for all of these clients. And then also a short kind of update on changes in our process next year. So for our tax prep process, we're going to try to meet with each client, and we're changing a couple of things. They're pretty minor changes, but I still want to be able to tell the client that face-to-face, kind of what to expect going into next tax season instead of just sending an email, because most people don't read emails. So that's the point of these meetings. But basically, it's 2 days a week from start to finish, back-to-back 30-minute appointments, 2 days a week from now until the second week of January, to be able to have enough time spots to meet with all of my clients to do this with every single one of them. Some won't schedule the appointment probably, and they'll just get the email updates. That's fine. But the vast majority hopefully will schedule these appointments, and that'll be 2 days a week from now, August 18th through, this week, through first or second week in January, to be able to meet with everyone. So Wednesday starts that. It's the first day of that, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appointments from 8:30 to noon, break for lunch, and then from 1 to 5 is appointments as well. So 8:30 to noon and 1 to 5, all appointments. Most of those returning clients to touch base, figure out if anything's changed, tell them a little bit about our new processes for next tax season. But 2 of those are new client appointments in the afternoon, and 1 is a tax return review with someone who we finished up the return they had questions about. Thursday, kind of the same as Tuesday, open morning except for 9:30 to 10 when I have a touch point call with my staff. And then the afternoon, 1:30 to 3:30, I've got 2 new client appointments in there, and then a tax return review from 3:30 to 4 with the client. Friday morning, a little bit of time blocked out. Got to take 2 of the kids to the orthodontist in the morning. Won't have my truck, so I'll have to Uber because my wife will be at work, and my truck is at the dealership. So I'll have to do that. Then 10:30 to noon is returning client appointments. 1 to 5 is returning client appointments every 30 minutes back to back. So that'll be fun. I am looking forward to it. It's a long day. I mean, that's a lot of people to talk to back to back for an entire day. So, but I am looking forward to touching base with all clients between now and the end of the year and just getting to catch up with them. Next week, kind of forecasting next week, Monday is pretty open. A lot of returns need to be done. That Monday, be very efficient on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 26th, 7th, and 8th, I will be at the IRS Nationwide Tax Forum, getting my continuing education in, at least a large portion of it for the year. Friday looks like it's probably pretty wide open. And so efficiently getting tax returns across the finish line then too. The week after that, Labor Day on the 1st, I'll probably be working some. We don't usually do anything on Labor Day. Kids will be home. We'll swim in the pool and stuff, but I'll get a little bit of work done that day too. Tuesday, pretty open, some afternoon appointments. Wednesday and Friday are the 8:30 to noon and 1 to 5, 30 minutes, back-to-back, returning client appointments Wednesday and Friday. Thursday is pretty open with 1 new client appointment in the afternoon to be able to get returns across the finish line. So, yeah, the rest of this tax season through September 15th and October 15th is going to be really tight in terms of needing to be very efficient with time that I have available to get returns across the finish line. As we saw, I still got quite a bit to get across the finish line. I did this to myself with the returning client appointments, but it's a limited period of time. I think I can do it. If I have to work some nights, some weekends, hopefully I don't have to. But if I have to, I'll do that. We'll get the returns finished. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure, some of it self-imposed. But yeah, we'll get it done. Get a few more tax returns across the finish line. I'll be feeling a little bit better. So that's where I'm at this week. Leave in the comments. Let me know kind of where you're at, where you're prioritizing, how you're feeling going into the September 15th deadline, the October 15th deadline, or, picking up new clients for next tax season or for consulting or whatever you're doing right now. Leave those for me in the comments. That's where I'm at. Thanks for watching.